This Christmas, you'll have 2 ways to experience the epic adventure Wonder Woman 1984 in theaters and on HBO Max on the exact same day, streaming at no extra cost to HBO Max subscribers beginning December 25th. Plus, with HBO Max, stream the greatest collection of series, movies, and exclusive Max originals all in one place. Discover something new to watch like The Undoing, The Flight Attendant, His Dark Materials, and so much more. You go to HBOMax.com or download the app to sign up and start streaming today. Wonder Woman 1984 is rated PG-13. Wonder Woman 1984 available to stream on HBO Max for 31 days from theatrical premiere. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Views, the podcast.
Hey, Dave, real quick, before you start, I want to say thank you to everybody that helped this podcast happen this year.
Finally, some appreciation for me.
Let me start out with Ella, who's been a great addition this year.
Joe, cut this.
And I love seeing you every week. You have a great smile. You bring just so much. I got to tell you, man, you just have one of the funniest personalities out of anybody
Joe, cut.
in the group.
You know how to cut this, right?
Joe.
Can I keep this one?
No, cut this.
Joe, you put up with all the edits. You just do such a great job. You always have a smile on your face, and you're always
Joe, I
looking out
swear
for
to
the
fuck
team.
if you don't cut this one.
And
This is the one that needs
Taylor
to
and
be cut.
Natalie aren't here. Also, just want to shout out to them too. Tay is great. Natalie is
And
pretty
Joe, get ready
fiery.
to cut back right here because it's probably coming towards me now. Yeah, Jay, go for it.
And that's basically it. That's all I wanted to say.
Fuck.
That's everybody, I think. And
What about your co-host?
you?
Hurry up, man. This is a long intro.
You suck, man.
All right, roll the intro music. So my puzzle sold out completely.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
Oh, and also, John Legend's leaving Chrissy Teigen for me. I wanted to mention that.
No, isn't that fucking crazy?
It's
The
sold out
puzzle
already.
Sold out. 100,000 of those puzzles sold. 100,000 puzzles sold, Jay. If I was in high school and you're like, yeah, you're gonna sell 100,000 puzzles when you're in your mid-20s, I'd be like, are you fucking high?
That's all they told you.
What?
You wouldn't know how, but you're
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna get into the
I'm gonna get
puzzle?
into
Gonna be a
making
puzzle
toys.
maven?
Yeah, so that's how many fucking puzzles sold, which is fucking
Crazy.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
And so basically, the puzzle, for those of you guys who don't know, I'm selling a puzzle. Well, I was selling a puzzle that once you make it, it's a QR code, and you win anywhere from 25 cents to $100,000. You're always a winner, but most people are gonna win 25 cents. Jason, you were actually the first person to finish the puzzle,
Yeah.
other than ourselves.
Yes.
You're the first person to finish it, and you're the first person to scan it. And Jason won. How much did you win? Go ahead.
I won $10.
Jason won 10 fucking bucks, which I lost my mind because I think there's a 5% chance of you winning more than 25 cents. Like those are the odds, and that's pretty crazy that one of my friends had fucking 10 bucks in their thing. But the funny part is Jason didn't even complete the puzzle on his own. You hired someone to do it.
I went to the Puzzle Master.
Yeah, and there's a person that puts together puzzles. And how much did that cost you?
It cost me $400.
Oh my fuck! Wait, how did it cost you $400
That's what she charged me.
per hour or per puzzle?
No, she said, I'll do it for $400. I said, okay. I said, I'll pay you $300 to do it. And she's really great. Her name's Karen Puzzle. She's a YouTuber.
Yeah.
A sweet gal. And I went and dropped the puzzle off. And I was like, hey, it's really hard. I was like from my car because we're like social distancing. I was like, hey, I just want to let you know it's like really hard. Like no one's been able to do it. Like 14 people have tried in my friend group.
Yeah.
She was like, okay, yeah, no, I think I can do it. I'll get it done.
Wow.
She did it in 6 hours.
6 fucking hours?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
But she told me how to do puzzles. She taught me a little bit about it. You're supposed to separate all the pieces. So all the pieces that look alike, you separate, and put them together.
Oh, yeah.
So she taught me a little bit about it. I did the edges.
Well, good. The edges is the easiest part. And that cost you $400, but
Yeah.
you made 10 back.
I made 10 back. I got the puzzle for free.
So you're technically only down 390.
Yeah, and I got to see you smile.
Priceless.
But no, that's great that sold out. I'm trying to think if anything good happened to me this week. No.
You got the puzzle done.
I got the, yeah. Are you going to do another one?
Another puzzle? I think the next thing. First, I want to make sure that these puzzles, everything goes smoothly. And I fucking beg you, if you bought one of these puzzles, please, for the love of fuck, complete the puzzle. Complete it, because I asked the puzzle people, and I was like, hey, if no one solves it in if no one wins the $100,000 in a month, can we like redo the QR codes so like the next person will win it? And they're like, we can't do that because that's illegal.
Right.
So, and we don't know where the 100,000 puzzle is because that would be illegal.
Right.
So if a person gets it and they don't put it together and it's sitting in their fucking living room, it's gonna be just $100,000 sitting in their bookshelf. So if you bought one, please, for the love of God, please put it together because I do not want $100,000 just sitting somewhere randomly and no one
Isn't life
claiming
so
it.
funny like that?
Yeah.
Like, you just told a great story, and I was like genuinely happy for you. And then in my mind, I compartmentalized it, and I was like, oh, great, Dave had a win. And then you kept talking, and I was like, oh shit, it's not over.
Yeah.
If no one completes the puzzle, which is quite likely.
Yeah.
Like, if some 8-year-old who loves you got the puzzle and was just like, I don't know, just decides to play Call of Duty all through Christmas break.
I hate puzzles. Or
Yeah.
they lose a piece.
Yeah, oh, I lost a piece.
Yeah.
Puzzle Master finished it, and she called me, and she's like, I have everything but one piece. And I was like, what?
How'd you find it?
I searched my house forever. It
And
was
then you
in the dishwasher.
Shut the fuck up.
No, I am not
Dead
kidding.
ass, it was in the
Dead
dishwasher?
ass, it was in the dishwasher.
Why was it? Why were you?
I put it on top of my tabletop, and the dishwasher was like kind of open, and one piece fell in there.
Dude, that's what I'm fucking saying. Like, what if someone has I don't know. That's what I'm really worried about for when these puzzles are done. It's gonna be like a weight lifted off my shoulder when someone wins this 100K because I'm gonna go, thank God someone fucking had it. But up until then, we're not out of the woods yet. Someone has to win. So that's what I'm excited for.
Okay.
I was thinking about like when I moved here. I used to live with 4 roommates, and which means we had 2 bedrooms. So I shared a bedroom with one of my roommates. And I remember my high school crush came to visit once. I don't want to say her name, but she came to visit me once, and I shared a room with one person. Like, there's 2 beds in one room, so I slept and I could see him sleeping. Their beds were right next to each other. And one day, it was like midday, we were just like, I was on my phone in bed laying down, and he was laying in his bed. And we were just on our phones, whatever, having fun. And she walks in, and she's super pretty, like one of the prettiest girls I've ever seen. And she lays right on top of him, and she's like cuddling with him. And I'm like, I knew I didn't have a chance with her because like she's just like pretty. Like, I didn't mind it. Like, I didn't even feel jealous. I was like, wow, he's lucky. Like, I wasn't even like, oh, I wish it was me. I was just like, yeah, he's a lucky dude. And then she like got under the covers with him, and it was really cute. And then she was like hugging him, and he was looking at me like, what the fuck is going on? And I can't believe I never told the story. She winks at me. She gives me a wink, and she goes under the covers, and she gives him a blowjob. Isn't that fucking insane?
In front of you?
In front of me.
Did you watch?
He kept giving me. I watched, but there was nothing to see because it was under the covers. And the funny part is yes, I did. I remember he finished, and I remember the covers. The covers were really thin. It wasn't like an actual blanket. It was just like a little white linen piece, like a sheet. So like you could see like all the movement that was happening underneath the sheet. And I remember him looking at me like this was totally uncalled for. They've never hooked up before, and he was so confused. But he was just like, I'm down for this. And he was just looking at me, and he was like, what the fuck is going on? And I was just in shock. But I had the biggest smile on my face because I was like, whatever, man. This is the closest I'll get. This is fucking sick.
Oh my God.
Were they drunk?
No, bro. This was like midday, like 2 PM. Nobody's drunk. She's just like a free spirit like that. She was just like feeling like, I'm gonna do this because I think it'll be funny and I can. And she did it, and I thought it was fucking so sick and so badass. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Holy shit.
Dude, he's like sitting in his bed rooting. He's like, yeah.
And the way she went and like gave him a blowjob is like, listen, I hate to make this about myself, but I genuinely felt like she was putting on a show for me.
She probably, I mean, she definitely like got off on the fact that you were sitting there watching her and you were like, little dorky Dobrik.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it was exhilarating. Like, I mean,
It was the best experience of my life.
I'm telling you, she locked eyes with me, which she's never done.
No,
up
I
until
know.
that
You've
moment.
told me this story like 4 or 5 times. That's how
Natalie,
like
just
ingrained
let me tell
it in
you
your
about
brain.
this fucking wink. And then she winked at me, and I knew it was go time. But yeah, that was a moment I was thinking about. I was also thinking about another moment. I was just reminiscing on my experience with women. There was another girl I had a crush on, and we were at Mike Lindsay's house, my hometown friend, and I really liked her, and there was this mosquito spray that everyone was putting on because it's the Midwest. There's so many mosquitoes. And I decided to like spray everybody with it because I was just the jokester, just running around spraying people with the mosquito
Oh my
repellent.
gosh, I know this story.
You know the story?
Yeah.
And I sprayed her so much that she started coughing, and she had like a serious cough attack. And turns out she needed her inhaler, but she didn't have it. So she started choking and gasping for air. So we had to call the ambulance.
Oh my god.
And she was put in the back of the ambulance and rushed to the hospital.
What the fuck?
During like
She had like chronic asthma. Like,
she had like
really bad
during
asthma.
like a barbecue, and I'm fucking sobbing.
funny.
I'm sobbing. I'm like, I cannot believe this is happening. This is the girl I liked. Like, what the fuck did I do? Like, I was just trying to be flirty and stupid, and like everybody's like, it's gonna be okay, Dave. It's gonna be okay, Dave. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I was freaking out. Yeah. So that's what
would you
happened.
say?
Nat, what do you remember about this story?
I just remember you telling me, and I just remember because you're such a fucking dork
Yeah.
that happened.
Yeah, I felt really bad for her, but and I remember like I texted her this long text after that, and it was like, and it ended with like now I realize every time I see an ambulance, it's somebody's loved one in there.
Oh my god.
And then every time we'd see each other, every time I'd be with her, every time I'm with Michael too, and there's an ambulance passing by, Michael would turn to me and be like, "That's someone's loved one, you know." So yeah, there's that. That's a moment I thought of. Jay, has 2020 been stressful for you?
Yeah, it has. The
Well-
way you talk to me is fucking ridiculous.
Well, BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You could connect in a safe and private online environment, and you can start communicating in under 24 hours. It's not self-help, it's professional counseling. Send a message to your counselor anytime, and you'll get timely and thoughtful responses. Plus, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions, all without ever having to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, and there's a broad range of expertise available, and it's more affordable than traditional counseling. They offer licensed professional counselors who are specialized in depression, stress, relationships, grief, self-esteem, LGBT matters, and many more. So many people have been using BetterHelp. They're recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. I want you to start living a happier life today. And as a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor at BetterHelp.com/views. Join over 1 million people taking charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/views.
What about, should we talk about like some of our like firsts? Like the first time we got drunk or something? Like, you know? Like,
First time I got
fun.
drunk
Share
was on
stories.
peppermint schnapps.
Natalie, you just sounded like you were at like a lame bonfire. Natalie just
We're
sounded
trying
like
to get
she's
to know each other.
Natalie sounds like she's at like a lame party and she's trying to get everybody riled up.
I'm trying to-
like she just invited people over for her birthday and everyone's like not feeling it, and they're like we're gonna go, and
She's
I was
like, 2 truths and a lie. Icebreakers, guys.
all right, Nat, talk about one of your firsts.
Start with something.
Yeah, Nat, how'd you lose your virginity? What's the story behind that? You're the one that wanted to talk about first.
I said getting drunk, not my virginity.
Oh, it's the same thing.
I mean, no, not really.
Were
like
you drunk?
at all? No,
So how did it go? What happened? Why are you being so weird about this?
because it was it was like technically my first, but I like kind of don't count it because it wasn't like I was having like romantic sex with somebody. It was just like it just happened because it happened, and it was just like a oops, and then like we were like,
What do
oh
you
my
mean?
god,
You like tripped and you're like, what do you mean? Oops?
You fell into
That's
me.
like the weirdest way to describe sex. Oops.
I feel like I know what you mean.
okay,
Yeah, what's
and
an
let
oops?
me okay, let me just explain. I was at summer camp.
Okay.
And I used to go to the sleepaway camp in New Hampshire, and like it was co-ed, whatever. So like girls and guys would always hook up like after hours. And
Wait, you lost your virginity to a guy in camp?
yeah, but like I don't really count it.
Okay, I count it. I'm like upset.
Okay, are you okay?
It means a lot to me. You never told me about this. Oh,
Because I
shit.
don't even like count it because it's just
Is
super.
this the camp that they sent you away to?
Imagine this
and your
is
mom
like-
didn't want to pay.
Yes.
Okay.
I sound like
There's only one
I
camp.
sound like we talked about this when we were younger, and you like promised me that you didn't have sex with this guy, and now I'm finding out, and I'm like, you wait, you did what with him? Then? All right. Anyways, your virginity. What happened there?
Okay, so there was this guy from Venezuela that came to camp, and he spoke like very broken English or whatever, but he was really cute. Played soccer. I played soccer. It was, you know, all these little things falling together. So the guys and my girlfriends, literally behind my back, were being like, "We need to get this guy. We need this guy to hook up with Natalie. We need him to hook up with Natalie, so Natalie has a hookup for the summer." Because I was like the goal. I was like not into it. I just like didn't care. But the Mount Katahdin trip happened, and we all go together for like 4 or 5 days, and we're doing this big trip. You camp out on the mountain. You take
Elevation
showers.
makes you horny too.
right, exactly.
I don't know. I made that up. Is that true?
No, I just was
okay.
going
What
along
makes
with
you
it.
horny?
Elevation.
So on the last night, we decided we were going to play Naked Capture the Flag, the boys and the girls.
Okay. Wow. You just dropped that on us. Pretty. Okay.
And
Naked capture the flag.
Yeah, it's a whole but it's a weird thing that
I
everyone
got the flag. That's not the flag.
Yeah, it's
Everything-
dark, right?
It's dark. It's
So you can't really see
You can't
much.
really see. That's the whole thing. It's like, ooh, we're naked, but you can't really see. You
Okay.
know, we were supposed to do that. We were supposed to have our naked capture the flag, but a bear during the day came onto our campsite, a black bear, and it tore our tents apart. We went to the river to shower that day, and we came back, and our tents were torn apart. Our food was just everywhere because we made the mistake of leaving out food in the middle of a fucking mountain. So our trip got canceled for our safety. We had to leave, and we were all bummed because we're like, fuck, we can't play naked capture the flag. And so we got back to camp. It was like a 6-hour drive. We got back to camp at 1 a.m, and we're like, we have to play. We have to play. So our counselors, they let us get dropped off in the far, far fields. And this was supposed to be the moment. My girlfriends and the guys were planning after capture the flag, Natalie and this guy are going to go hook up. And that moment happened. I was like, thank Jesus, Lord. I don't have to go hook up with this guy, whatever. Played the game, whatever. The game was over. And him and I were naked.
Who won?
And we met.
Hold on, bro. Who gives a fuck? She's fucking getting in the juicy part. Wait, what?
Him and I were naked, and all of our friends were like, okay, this is this is the time. So they all left, and it was just him and I in the middle of this field.
Get the fuck out of here. How
is
have I
out of
never heard this
This
shit?
is out of a movie, Natalie.
What?
What the fuck?
You and him are just naked on this field?
You're
What?
making this up.
Damn, dude, Natalie was
Holy
a born
shit.
Natalie was a born soccer player,
this
bro.
sounds
She
way
loves the
hotter
field.
and nicer than it was.
You belong to the field, Natalie.
It was so awkward, and and we
capture
were
the flag,
standing
that's
up naked, it's not like we were laying in bed naturally, whatever. We were standing up naked, and we started making out or whatever, and then he I don't this is kind of gross. I actually don't really want to talk about this.
Oh my god, you've come this far?
You
What do
have
you mean?
to.
Okay, you're on the field.
So we're on the field where we're making out or whatever, and he lifts me up. I'm on him or something, and
You guys are still having sex standing.
no, we haven't had sex yet.
You're straddling him.
He picks me up, and then whatever. So then we started laying down, and then he was laying on top of me, and I was nervous and super scared, and so he this is why it's kind of gross, but he put his stick inside me.
A stick?
No, a dick, not a stick.
Bro, Ella, you thought he put a stick inside her?
He's from Venezuela.
She
David
said it
Horny.
You're horny.
Let me rephrase that. So it's
She
not
said
so
it was
disgusting.
gross. I thought she meant.
Yeah,
No,
why
no,
is
no.
that gross? That's what sex is. He put his penis inside you.
I know.
Okay, and then what happened? Did you
because
go?
it was just so awkward and so uncomfortable and
Yeah, you're 16. It's not supposed to be beautiful.
I know.
It's the worst. It's losing your virginity is a horror show sometimes. Okay, and then what happened?
And
Did it last more than 10 seconds?
no. He put it in one time, and then I was just weirded out, and we were making out, and then he just walked me back to my bunk, and that was it.
He walked you back naked?
Yeah.
Were you holding his hand back, or did you hold his penis? How did you walk with him back to the cabin?
I can't breathe.
Were you just I found this boy in the woods.
This is so
I have
many-
made him mine.
I won the game.
This entire it's like the Hunger Games. You're covered in blood.
Oh
I've done it, dude. That's crazy. How have I never heard that story?
I don't know. I've never relived and recounted
That
that
is
story like I just
insane.
did.
You lost your virginity in the middle of a field during Capture the Flag. That's pretty good.
I love how this all started with
This
this
is
Natalie going,
amazing.
hey guys, let's talk about the first time you got drunk or something first.
Yeah.
Yeah, what superhero you think you would want to get if you could get it right now? If they get a franchise going and it's David Dobrik starring, which superhero?
Iron Man's son.
Iron Man's son?
Yeah, he's called. Well, he's not Iron Man's son, but he's He's a kid that takes over Iron Man. His name's Iron.
Tell me, because I don't know anything about comic books.
Well, his
What
name's
happens in the story?
I'm not too familiar with exactly how the story works, but I think the kid's kind of been in the movies. He's one of. Have you seen Iron Man 3?
Sure, I've seen them all.
Well, he's the kid. Remember when Iron Man he flies to a small town? There's this kid that helps him out.
Yes,
Dude, that little kid.
of course.
That little kid turns out to become Iron Lad.
Ah, right.
I think that's how it goes.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
So that's the kid I'd want to play.
So different backstory, kind of humble beginnings.
Yeah.
But Iron Man just passed it down to you.
He doesn't. I think he creates his own suit because
Right.
Iron Man gifted him this whole fucking studio and
I
gifted him
remember.
this whole shop where he can create his own things. And I think he becomes Iron Lad, and when he's in his 20s, and that's what I would love to play.
Bro, I just got chills right now.
Why?
I just got chills that someone at Marvel hears this podcast and is like,
Yeah. Okay.
You know what? It's just fucking crazy enough to work. You imagine?
That's the goal. Marvel, if anybody at Marvel's listening, guys, if you have parents that work at Marvel, say I will work my ass off. Let me read one of those DMs I get all the time. I will work for you for free for the next 90 days. And if I don't prove myself,
Please DM Robert Downey Jr. right now and send that.
Yeah.
I will work for you for the next 90 days.
Bro, I would drop everything I'm doing to really kill it. I will travel to Singapore and become whatever it is.
Hang on.
I will get one with the character.
Hang on. You know what they're going to tell you?
What?
You're going to have to get a trainer. And you're going to have to get in shape.
That's my favorite part.
Oh, yeah. Your trainer? You fired 4 trainers here.
No, I didn't fire. They quit.
They quit because you don't show up.
Yeah, but Jay, that was my favorite part because now I'd have like a goal, and
you'd be forced to do it.
I'd be forced, and I'm not going to let other people down. Like that's the one thing I hate doing is letting people down.
No more burritos.
Yeah.
No more tacos.
Yeah. No, I don't know what that means.
Well, you have to have a different diet. You know, these guys they go on crazy. Like Kumail and Johnny, like he became a superhero. He was a comedian, and he got ripped. But you know he had like a special diet.
I know, Jay, but like I'm not gonna fucking. You think I'm just gonna fucking bro? If Marvel fucking comes to me and they're like, "Yo, you gonna fucking play Iron Man?" I'd be like, "Yeah, I'll fucking give up whatever."
No more COD.
I don't give a fuck, bro. If you told me I have to live in an igloo for the next 3 years, I'd fucking live in an igloo. I'd commit to that shit. I think superheroes are so fucking. I'm so like infatuated with it. Like just Robert Downey Jr. especially. Like I know he's my favorite Iron Man, but like, why they're so cool to me is because they're not real, but they are real. Like when Robert Downey Jr. like appears at like a hospital or he's like at a school and there's little kids there. There's no such thing as superheroes. But they are in movies, and Robert Downey Jr. is the closest thing you can get to a superhero. So when a kid is looking at him, he's very much the embodiment of a real superhero.
Oh yeah.
Like when a kid's having that interaction with him, like that's like such an empowering thing for a kid to like be a part of, to like have a conversation with someone they look up to, and like I love the feeling of like what these actors and what these characters create for other kids, and I think that's like so fucking priceless. Just like that the fact that like Robert Downey can like, or like Chris Evans can walk into a room and could like literally fucking light like these little kids' eyes up because of like how much they look up to these people, like that means the world. That'd be so cool to be able to do.
He brings he transcends the role. Like he brings something to life that doesn't exist.
Right.
Yeah,
I think that's so
crazy.
sick. This Christmas, you'll have 2 ways to experience the epic adventure Wonder Woman 1984 in theaters and on HBO Max on the exact same day, streaming at no extra cost to HBO Max subscribers beginning December 25th. Plus, with HBO Max, stream the greatest collection of series, movies, and exclusive Max originals all in one place. Discover something new to watch like The Undoing, The Flight Attendant, His Dark Materials, and so much more. You go to HBOMax.com or download the app to sign up and start streaming today. Wonder Woman 1984 is rated PG-13. Wonder Woman 1984 available to stream on HBO Max for 31 days from theatrical premiere. You want Chinese, your friend wants pizza, and someone is always craving froyo. Well, no need to stress because there's something for everyone on DoorDash. Guys, DoorDash is the app that brings you food you're craving right now, right to your door. Ordering is so easy. You open the DoorDash app, choose what you want to eat, and your food will be left safely outside your door with a new contactless delivery drop-off setting. With over 300,000 partners in the U.S., Puerto Rico, Canada, and Australia, you could support your local go-tos or choose from your favorite national restaurants like Chipotle, Wendy's, and the Cheesecake Factory. Many of your favorite local restaurants are still open for delivery. Just open the DoorDash app, select your favorite local restaurant, and your food will be left at your door. Right now, you guys can get $5 off and $0 delivery fees on your first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter code VIEWS. That's $5 off and $0 delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code VIEWS. Don't forget, that's code VIEWS for $5 off your first order with DoorDash.
Did you see this TikToker, Jake Coleman? He got really famous doing one TikTok, but then they took the sound away. So now his page is just,
it's just
no
audioless?
sound. Yeah, pretty funny. You know the sound that's like, you bitch, you want to party with a savage.
Oh, they took that away?
Yeah, send a minute. Yeah, mine's gone too. I did it too. Yeah. Pretty bumming. Okay.
Are you
still mad? Are you still mad about not being mentioned in the intro? It's just a gag, bro. You're obviously the main beef here.
Okay, so that is clear?
Dave, do you want me to say it? Because I will. You know what? This is the thing about you, Dave.
No, I'm kidding.
This is the thing about you.
Oh my
Everybody
God,
thinks David's got this easy life. It's not true.
Oh my
it's
God.
fucking hard out here
I
for
have
a
this-
pimp. It is. It's tough.
Yeah.
So I'll say it. Dave, you're great. You're amazing. You know that. Okay, now he's checked out. He's tuning out now. He's picking his ears.
You act like you want all these compliments and stuff, but then when people give them to
Yes.
you are so. Yeah, last night I sent him this like long, really nice text.
Oh, the
Didn't get a
worst. Don't
reply.
ever do that.
Didn't get anything. Yet last night we were
You
trying to.
sent me a text last night?
Yes.
What?
That's fucked
Yes.
up. how
Oh, and you
even
didn't
know
respond?
that.
Oh,
No.
dead ass?
I literally
Dead
thanked-
ass. I had no idea.
I thanked you for my gift, and then I sent him this long text.
What did
like,
it
saying
end
all
with?
these things.
Wait, what?
So fucked up, man.
Wait, you know what's crazy is long texts are my favorite in the world.
And
Like-
that's why I sent them to you, and you didn't even acknowledge it.
Wait, Ella, you didn't. I'm literally looking at our phone. You didn't text me anything. Oh my God, you did.
Wow, you must be
Fucked up.
operating at such an insane rate that you didn't
And I
see
know he
Ella's
wasn't.
text.
I knew he was awake because he was fucking streaming.
You know
The
why I
person
didn't
who
get it?
bought you a gift.
You know why? You know why I didn't get it? Because I have all the assistants on Do Not Disturb.
What the fuck?
Great way to run a business, man.
Because I just get so bothered when they're always asking me to do shit. And I'm just like, I'm
You mean
just,
trying to have you do your job?
yeah. Oh
That's
man,
so
that's so
fucked up.
fucked up, Ella. My bad.
That's so
Ella, I
fucked up.
totally missed this text, and it is fucking long. Oh my
it.
God.
No, don't read it.
No, I can't read it because it's like really cute and sweet, and like it's not supposed to be. Here we go. Also, I know. Oh, Ella, I'm so sorry. These are my. I'm not even gonna read it now. I'm gonna read it in like 9 hours when I'm like
Okay,
alone
good.
in bed because that's when I love them the most. I'm such a big fan of long texts. I do hate compliments. In person, like that's 100% true. Like I hate that. Like I think they're like it's really hard to sit through.
But that's why it's so hard to like make you feel bad about better about anything. Because like when you're down, like we're like, but Dave, like come on, you're doing all this shit and you hate that part. But like I'm not gonna like put you down. I want to put you up, and you like won't accept it. You're like, no, this fucking sucks. And you're like, okay, I don't want. You can't. There's no winning.
It's
Yeah, there's no way.
yeah, because it's like hard to talk me up because I just feel like a little kid. Like I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I
correct.
just try not to interact with you.
Well,
rule of thumb.
we have a podcast, so that kind of makes it a lot tougher on you. But yeah, no, I'm sorry, Al. I didn't.
Hey,
know you
what
sent me that
happened with the
text.
rap song?
Can we talk about that?
About what?
Me and Ilya wanted to write a love song for you, but it turned into more of a diss song.
Yeah.
And lyrically, it was phenomenal.
I can read some of the lines if you'd like.
Yeah, read some of the lines right now.
One second.
Joe and Ilya came to me and they said, "Hey, we're writing a diss track for David."
Yeah.
And I said, oh, "Okay, that's hard to do." And then we started writing it. They also offered me a part of their protein company there to get me to write it. Then they made me sit there and type everything the first day, and I was like. And they're talking about percentages of what they're giving away to the writer. They're giving nothing to me, by the way. And I'm sitting there fucking typing the whole day.
What do you mean giving to the writer?
I don't know, like they had
Not
a
to the
beat,
writer,
and
to
they
the-
were arguing, like, don't give too much percentage away for the song, don't give the Spotify rights, only the YouTube rights.
You thought
like
this
it's
diss
gonna-
track was gonna be that big
Yeah.
when you're talking about Spotify rights?
And I knew it wasn't gonna be big, so I was just like, I didn't fucking say anything. And then as we started to write it, I was like, ooh, this is tough. This is mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough to write a diss track.
Read some of the lines.
Okay. This is Joe's part. This is a story about a little Slovak selling fucking puzzles and doing TikTok. Used to get 10 million views overnight. Filming Zane drunk and Scott in a fight. This would be me. I would go, yo, Joe, haven't you been in some of David's vids? And he goes, yeah, he gave me a Corvette. He gave away a Corvette, but my reaction was shit. And then I go, and then he goes, come over and edit, Joe. It'll be real quick. 5 hours later, bitch, suck my dick.
Yo, that's really well. Let's talk about this because this is really interesting. The day I gave you the Corvette.
Oh, that was the best day of my life.
So Joe, for some reason, there's like ongoing joke between me and Joe that he can't ever get into my vlogs. I don't know how it happened, but it's like, I don't know, Jake. Can you explain it better?
Yeah, you don't like Joe.
No.
You don't like him in the videos.
No, that's not it. There's just Joe is, and I've said this, and I say this behind his back all the time. I think Joe's one of the funniest people ever,
Sure.
and he sits next to me and edits every vlog with me. Like I'll be editing, and he'll be right there, and I'll be like, Joe, do you think this is good? And be like, no, and then he'll give me something. He'll be like, cut this out. I'll be like, cool, that's a good idea. But when it comes to being in the videos, for some reason, it's just never happened. And there was this one moment where I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy my editor friend Joe a Corvette. Like this is gonna be like this real special moment and really exciting. And the worst part is the reason I was like so scared to get him this Corvette the reason I didn't want to give him is because he sits with me and edits every video, so he knows how much I analyze a reaction.
Right.
So like he knows like I don't want anybody to know this, and I almost don't even want to talk about it on the podcast. But like I like when I get a reaction, like and I'm editing the reaction, like I'm analyzing like every moment of it. I'm like I'm cutting like at the perfect time they look away, or like their eye contact changes, or like something like that. So it's like very structured the way I cut together a reaction, because I want to make it super emotional. And for that reason, I was like, I'm scared to give Joe something because I don't want him to fucking overthink it.
Yeah.
And like I want him to just like accept the gift and have like a good time. And I was so scared that like when I gave him this Corvette, he was gonna be like, "Oh fuck, it's me. I'm on. I'm on the vlog now. This is my vlog. Time to get a good reaction. Here I go. And Joe, what happened when I surprised you with the Corvette? Like, honestly, be honest. Maybe you weren't freaking out about the reaction. How was it?
It was awful because I like there's like
behind the vlog.
In the moment you're like all pumped, but then like I also think about you, like, okay, how are we cutting this together, and like where's the end point, where's the out point?
I don't care if you give me a bad reaction. I just care if it's a forced reaction.
Yeah.
Like that's my least favorite thing is when someone plays it up for the camera.
Right.
Like I just want like that's why I was nervous about surprising you too.
Mine was good.
No, yours was.
I was excited.
No, Jay. But listen, I was scared that you were gonna like play it up for the camera, but you like played it perfectly. You were like, when I gave you the Tesla key, you were like, "Well, it's about time." Like that was your reaction, and that was so perfect. And I hate when I surprise people and they think that they have to give me this big reaction for the camera.
Right.
And that's what I was scared that Joe was gonna think he had to give me.
I remember thinking that when you gave it to me, but then when I saw that what the car was, that took over into this pure, like, fucking crazy enjoyment. And I was like, it was the exact car I wanted. And I was like, oh my fucking God. I was like crazy.
Yeah. So anyway, we gave him the car and Joe was finally in a vlog. And I just didn't like the rest of the video. Like, I just didn't like how, and every vlog I love, every vlog of mine, I'm completely in love with.
Right.
Like day one, I know like some vlogs just, you know, the first vlogs are definitely different than the rest, but I still like them for what they are.
Right.
And they progressively got better and better. But like this one vlog stuck out to me like a sore thumb. I don't know what it was, and Joe knew that. And then I get a call from SeatGeek.
It was Joe's face.
And
Joe was in it.
And then I got a call from SeatGeek, and they were like, "Hey man, we don't like this vlog." And the main reason I didn't like the vlog is because I did something new with the ad read. And it was like Ian from SeatGeek was like drunk in it.
Yeah.
And Ian was like, you know what? Maybe it's not the best idea that I'm drunk in this video. And I was like, you're right. It doesn't look that good. It didn't look that entertaining. And
Joe's face.
And I was just like, I'll just pull it. And Ian was like, what? Because like I won't pull a vlog for fucking anything.
Right.
Like if a brand will call me and be like, we're gonna pull this brand deal out.
Yeah.
I would be like, I don't give a fuck. Like I don't even get paid. Like my vlogs are my babies. Like I'll fucking do whatever for it. But this is the one vlog where I was just like, yeah, I'll just take it down. And Ian from SeatGeek was like, what? Like you're just gonna? I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna take it down. And that's it. And I removed it and
took the Corvette back, and that's the end of it.
no, Joe still has the Corvette. But yeah, it was really funny because it's like this like. Only like the super fans will know that there was a moment that Joe got a Corvette before it got deleted.
Wait, so that was the only video that you've ever taken down?
I've taken down 2 videos before, but not for the reason that I just didn't like it.
Has Joe been in any other vlogs, or was that the only one?
David made me eat Jason's toenail once, yeah.
Oh, I saw that. That was fucking disgusting.
We loved it.
That was one of my favorite videos, but
Yeah.
David tells me no one liked it.
Yeah, bro. No, when we were editing it, we were dying, laughing. We thought they were so funny because it was Jason's disgusting ass toenail, and I was like, Joe, what was I gonna give you to?
A brand new 80D camera, which I needed.
Okay, so I was gonna give Joe a new camera to eat the toenail, and like it was like a gross, sharp toenail, like really disgusting. Jason, I don't know how you were growing these things, and it was so disgusting that Joe had to go wash it in the sink.
Oh my God.
So he washed it in the sink, but
God.
as he was washing it, he dropped it down the drain. And the best part is when he dropped it down the drain, we were like, well, we can't let this bit go. So we had to hire a plumber, and the plumber had to come and open up the sink so we could pull out the toenail so Joe can eat it. And this is all in the vlog. We were fucking dying. We fucking loved it. And then I posted the vlog where he ate the toenail, and people were like, yo, And the comments were like, yo, this is not cool. Like, this is disgusting. That was like the other moment Joe was in the vlogs. So I think that like scared me from Joe for a
So
little bit.
both times Joe's been in the videos were not good.
Yeah, both times it has tanked. But yeah, Joe eating the toenail is one of my favorite moments that was very underappreciated in the videos. Jay, what's the best way to make food?
I like when the food comes and then it's all there and then you cook it.
It's
know what I
it's
mean?
when it's really healthy.
Yeah.
Oh, are you referencing HelloFresh?
I am.
Because HelloFresh offers over 23 recipes each week, featuring a range of flavors, cuisines, and ingredients, so you'll never get bored. Eating healthier has never been easier with low-cal, carb-smart, vegetarian, and pescatarian options every week. And no matter what you choose, every single recipe is packed with fresh produce sourced directly from farmers. That's fucking... You've done HelloFresh before, right?
Yeah.
Who did you cook with?
With Wyatt and Charlie, we did it for a video.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy?
Yeah.
Did you squeeze some lemons?
There was lemon chicken, lemon piccata. Are you a psychic?
I think I'm...
Jesus Christ.
I think I'm fucking reading your
How do
mind.
you know that?
Guys, you can go to HelloFresh.com/10views and use code 10views for 10 free meals, including free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/10views and use code 10views. That will get you 10 free meals and free shipping.
Speaking of Secret Santas, we did our Secret Santa here last night.
How did it go? What did everybody
By
get?
the way,
This is
I
really
have my
good.
gift for you.
That's sick, El.
Oh,
Oh.
Jay.
Should I turn around?
It's your
Yeah.
new gift.
Wow.
That's the only color they had.
I love this color.
Is this a gag?
No.
It feels like a gag.
I'll be 100% honest.
Uh-huh.
I love the jacket.
Really?
Il got me a Nike poofy jacket. The style of it, I absolutely love. I love Nike. Nike's one of the cool brands that an older guy can wear and no one's going to give him shit for.
Yeah,
It's Nike.
Nike's sick.
And it looks cool, right?
Are you fucking with me?
I know. I think there's something coming.
I want to let the listeners in. I want to let the listeners know that the color of the jacket is I don't know if you've ever seen when a baby has diarrhea.
I mean, I'm...
Take it away, Dave.
I'm completely mind blown. You literally chose the ugliest color in existence. I mean, I think there's not an uglier color that exists. I hate to put this down, but you agree.
There is no color in the world that would be worse than this jacket, which sucks because the jacket is fucking dope.
Yeah, it looks like a great
It's a
jacket.
dope
Oh my
jacket.
god.
No, if I'm being honest, I was at the Nike store and I wanted to get you like a cool poofy jacket like that.
Were there
And-
other colors?
No, that was the only color, and I was like,
Oh.
"Fuck."
Let me go in and look in the mirror. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think you guys are putting too much weight on this color. I think it doesn't look that bad.
Nope, it's terrible.
I mean,
Like I'm trying to love it.
no, Jay. It's the.
I thought it was a gag. I thought you guys were waiting for me to be like, I love it. And then
For
you all
Secret
were going to go,
Santa.
ha ha, you asshole.
and the color is so off.
It looks like baby diarrhea. I feel bad. I love it. I love that you bought me something, and I love the actual style of it.
Maybe it looks cool when you gouge your eyeballs out.
If you close one eye and squint with the other, it's kind of cool.
My favorite is Jason's usually so positive about things, and his reaction when he turned around and saw the jacket and he looked back at me, you could tell he like looked back at me to like check to see if it was a joke or not.
I totally did.
Honestly, I thought that the jacket itself like carried more weight than the color, and I was like, maybe, you know what I mean?
Guys, please don't think that I'm being like an asshole and not being appreciative of this gift. If you saw it,
If you saw
like, I just have to be honest. I have to be honest because if I say that I love it, then everyone's going to be like, you're so full of shit.
Jay, I'm glad that you said you don't like it because it's returnable.
This takes a lot of pressure off the gift that I'm going to get you now, which is great.
Dave, can we talk about a subject that's a bit of a sore subject here? But
I already know what you're gonna say.
did you hear that Ariana Grande's engaged?
I know. I don't. I literally didn't want to talk about it on the podcast. I just didn't want to. Wanted to avoid it.
You're really bummed out about it?
You should have seen him at the fucking pizza tasting today, bro. Right, but Jay, this is my big day, right? This is my big day at the pizza tasting. I finally, after a month of trying pizza, okay?
Yeah.
We finally fucking go to pizza tasting, and right before the fucking pies are brought out, and David tries his pizza, Natalie goes, did you know that Ariana Grande is engaged? And David freezes. He freezes, and like for the next 30 minutes, we lose him. I'm like, the fucking pies are out. They're just sitting there. I'm like, dude, come on.
I know. It bums me out. I will say this. I will comment on this topic, even though it is like, it bums me out.
Sure.
And not for the fact that like I thought I'd marry her one day, but like I wish I could have met her one day, so I could have been like, you know what, maybe we wouldn't have vibed. But I've never met her, so I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I'm still in my head where I'm like, maybe we could have been one day. Yeah. But like the one thing I will say is the guy that she's dating, I've only seen pictures, but I really, really, really like them together. So like, I know it's
Megan
weird.
trained him for this response.
I know, I'm being serious. That's what I said. I said that at the pizza place. Like, I really genuinely just, I think she found like a really good guy, and
Right.
and she found like a normal guy, and I think this is gonna be sick. So shout
That's
out to her.
very healthy, David.
I'm moving on, but yeah, Ella just brought up. I didn't want to talk about it because
Why are
it
you
actually
curled up in a ball?
it actually bums me out. I don't know why, for what reason,
Sure.
but it does. And I wish her the best.
like you're actually dated. Dave, you're gonna want a statement from you on Ariana's engagement.
Yeah, no, I don't know. But yeah, yeah.
Hey, the better man won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. There's plenty of fish in the sea.
Not like that.
No. You're right. She's like a beautiful dolphin. Yeah, I was there at the pizza place, and the guy who like owns the pizza shop, he's like, well, listen, man, sometimes you miss the bus and you just have to catch the next one. And I was like, she's not a bus.
I just got an email that says Jason's jacket. That's the subject of the email.
What?
And they go, the jacket you got, Jason, is fine. David and Jason just have bad fashion. Jason is too old to understand. It's a nice color, and David is too much of a dork.
Il, have we talked on the podcast? I mean, you've used every other outlet. The Ilya is looking for a girlfriend. So just to preface this, I bet Ilya the other night. He was like, oh, you know, I don't want a girlfriend, but I could get one if I wanted to. And I was like, no fucking way.
Oh,
Can
he
you just...
said that?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
okay.
What did I
was
say?
I'm gonna preface this with saying, I said, okay, Il, there's no fucking way you're gonna just find a girlfriend. I'm gonna give you 7 days, and he's like, bet, and then he goes on his Instagram, and I go, that's already cheating.
Yeah, you didn't give me any rules,
no,
bro.
I did, bro.
No, you didn't.
I said you can't fucking use your Instagram.
Where
and
am
say that.
I gonna find a fucking girlfriend
it's a
during the pandemic?
It's to be
Okay.
tough.
So-
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm saying, okay, he's using his Instagram. Okay, that's fair. Last night we're sitting here, and he just goes, I don't actually want a girlfriend. And I'm like,
No, you can't put that in.
yes. And
No.
then I'm like,
Joe, cut
what
this
the
out.
fuck do you
No.
mean? And he's like, I don't think I'm ever going to be in love. And like goes into this whole thing. I'm like, okay, bro, chill.
Bro, it's called being a fucking Libra. Have you ever heard of it?
You're so fucking lame.
I'm just saying, bro.
You're so
That's
lame.
what it is. I'm telling you,
It's
bro.
called being a
it's
Libra.
not.
It is, yes. We fucking change our minds all the goddamn time.
Okay, first of all,
That's a Gemini.
Libra aside, whatever you are, I think you're so easily like you fall into love so easily, and you are genuinely a simp. And I think
I am not a simp.
Yes,
you
When's the
are.
last time I simped? Huh?
you simp all the time.
Oh, well, tell me the last time. Tell me.
What do you mean?
Tell me the last time I simped.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
You simp a lot over people. Like
Yeah, over people in general, but not over girls. I simp over you. I simp over Joe, over Jason.
no, you simp over girls.
No, dude, you're wrong. You're wrong. I simp
Okay.
over everybody.
If
Dave,
there
I'm
was-
not coming to his defense, but I actually came to the conclusion last night that he's not a simp. He's actually a fuckboy.
No,
Yeah.
no, he's a fuckboy simp.
Okay.
No.
Fair enough.
No, he
He
is.
is a fuckboy.
That you simp to everybody. You're a simp to
Oh.
every, like, if we're having people over, which we don't do anymore, which is why I don't have any examples.
Right.
But when we have people over and there's like a girl there, for the next 2-3 days it will be all about that girl.
Right.
Or if Corinna's here, and this will be like it'll happen so quickly.
Right.
It'll be from one girl to the next, but he'll give everything he has to that one
But then
girl.
he's a fuckboy because after 3 days he's like, okay, I'm over it.
Yeah, he's a fuckboy simp. That's what you are.
Yeah, well, I agree.
Jesus Christ.
That's what you
And
are.
You literally painted me in the worst possible picture.
It's
I'm
literally
not that bad.
It's like simp is like kind of a good thing, but then we added the worst thing. It's like, how could you be both? But yeah, you're a fuckboy simp. But I think you're gonna find one. You just need to find one person that you can focus all your simping on.
Right.
And once you have that person,
he doesn't want to find that.
And can I also add, I hate the word simp. From the moment it was started, from the moment I heard it, I thought it was such a juvenile, stupid word. I hate when kids use it. But, like, it just describes Ilya so perfectly that I cannot use any other word. And you will never catch me using simp in another term other than with Ilya. All right, guys, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you guys for listening. And I want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas or whatever you're celebrating. Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Christmas, guys. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa, everything.
Have a good time. And I hope I hear from you guys soon. All right. See you guys. My name's Jeff.